What's up, folks? This is Gray here, and today we're going to be looking at something for medical preparedness. A lot of you folks know that I'm really huge on medical preparedness, and we're going to be talking about a company called My Medic. Now, what My Medic has done for me has sent me their Recon Pro. This is the My Medic. These are kind of like, this is more of a, I want to say a family-sized individual first aid kit versus something like this one. This one is still large as well. This one is the Myfak Large Pro, and these folks have a lot of different variations of these kits on their website, and I'll throw that up on the screen. And the reason I say that is because they kind of have a price point for everybody, and depending on your situation, if it's something on your bike or if it's something that you need for the whole family, and so on and so forth. So what I did is I wanted to show you guys, I wanted to open this up, you know, like if you were to buy this and have it, and I wanted to open it up and kind of show you piece by piece what's inside of it. So this might be a little bit of a longer video than usual, just because there's a lot of, I think there's 250 items in this specific bag here. And for me, surprisingly, the price point's not too bad compared to other things. There's some things I would change, and I'm going to show you why. In this bag, just from my background and whatnot in the medical field of things, but all in all, we'll look at the bag, the outside, the weight, and all that kind of fun stuff like that. And then because what I did is I bought one myself outside of the two that they sent me. I bought one of these here myself, and I noticed that once I tear it apart and go through it and kind of rearrange it the way I want to, it's not as presentable it is as using one that they have already prepackaged. Because I want you to show you exactly, if you were to, you know, click on one of these items, I wanted to show you how exactly this is. And right off the top of it, so just so you guys understand where I'm coming from with these kits, is that this just kind of reminds me of, instead of a military grade, you know, casualty, mass casualty kit or trauma kit, this kind of reminds me of a civilian kit, something that would be great for, you know, if you're in a homestead or a farm, you know, if you're on the go, you know, if you're in a disaster area where, you know, like the recent tornadoes and here in Florida with the hurricanes, and the list goes on. But anyways, so real quick, the bag itself, to me, it is extremely well built, and that's what I liked about it. Whenever you get a product, you kind of want to make sure that it's kind of sturdy and can handle, you know, being abused per se. For you folks out there that like the specs and whatnot, I did print those out. The height is 12.5 inches, the width is 8.5 inches, the depth is 7.25 or 7.25 inches, and the weight in the Pro, because there's a Pro and a basic version, which differs in price, of course, but the Pro weighs about 6.3 pounds. Now, one thing I just want to let out there is that everything that's in these bags have been handpicked by first responders and medical pros in the industry. So, you know, you got to give credit to where credit's due when a company uses the expertise of others out there when they're building their product to give to you, the community, preparedness community, or folks out there that might use this on a daily basis, you know, your first responders, your EMT folks that want their own bag to have in their vehicle and whatnot. So what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to go ahead and take this on the back bench, and I'm going to try to show you everything inside of it. Hopefully I have enough room. Like I said, 250 items, it's a lot, but I'm going to kind of open the bag, each compartment, and show you what's in there. And then, of course, there's going to be a couple of things that I'm going to say that, specifically one that I would probably change myself, and this is preference, but, you know, this is just from my perspective. And we'll go from there. So enough of gray rambling as usual and whatnot. Also, I just wanted to mention this is HSA and FSA approved for you folks out there that use that process and whatnot. Anyways, so let's go to the back bench. Let's open this thing up and let's see what's in the bag. All right, so let's open up this pouch up the front here and kind of take a look at what's inside. You can see how that's laid out. You got several different things in here that are readily accessible. On the front pouch, the smallest pouch, let's kind of like start pulling things out here. What do we got here? We have some compressed gauze, 2 packs of compressed gauze in here. Not too bad. What else do we have in here? Looks like we have a rapid tourniquet or a rat tourniquet, and I have my perspective on these things, and I'll talk about that here in a second with in regards to tourniquets. At least they have the tourniquet that's, you know, it's readily accessible, but some people may like the rat tourniquets, as I call them, but all in all, just not a big fan of these things. All right, so let's pull this out. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3 pairs of gloves. Not too bad. And hopefully, these look like latex, these gloves in here. I don't want to open them because I want to keep their integrity, but you get 3 sets. They look, some people would say they want vinyl because they have allergies to other materials and whatnot. So maybe you would do 2 of these and like 1 vinyl set or something like that. That might be an option down the road. And then right up here we have Quick Clot. As another dressing. This is very nice. I love Quick Clot. They work very well in the process. And of course, it always tells you how to use the stuff that's in there. So you get Quick Clot in the top of that bag. All right, and then what do we have in here? We have glucose. This is awesome. A lot of people, when they build med kits, they forget about the diabetics out there. And this is nice to see. And it looks like you get a couple of these in here. They are 15 grams of glucose. I'm really awesome to see this in this bag. That is definitely a big pro for me. Especially for some of you folks out there that that might be a diabetic and whatnot in there. But yeah, this is awesome. So that's everything in this top piece right here. As I empty out these packages, what I'll do is I'll show you, you know, on the table as I lay everything out, everything that was in that specific pouch, in that top pouch there. As you can see, this is what you get. But real quick, I want to talk about the tourniquet. All right, so as like I said, I usually call these rat tourniquets or whatnot. You can, you know, look these things up. And I'm assuming, you know, whoever put this together, you know, really liked this. I really don't want to open it up. I would tell you to look it up. You can probably look it up, rat tourniquets and whatnot. And there's other tourniquets out there, but that's what I wanted to show you. If I had my choice, I would either go with something like a cat tourniquet here from like North American Rescue, a cat tourniquet, or even a soft T tourniquet like this. This is kind of one of my favorite tourniquets. I don't know if you can see if I can get this up close for you guys to see. These are the soft T tourniquets by TacMed. And, you know, this is all metal here. These are, you know, once you learn how to use a tourniquet properly, they're really great. But either one of these tourniquets would probably be a better option than the rat tourniquet itself. All right, so we're going to start here in this compartment here and see what we got. I'm going to go ahead and start pulling things out of here and see what we got in here. All right, so we have a 1, 2, looks like 2 mini wound closure kits. I don't know if you guys can see that in there. And I hope they would, you can kind of see inside there. Like I said, I don't want to tear it open and mess up the integrity of what's in here. But this is a very small wound closure kit in here. And like I said, on their website, you're able to kind of like get a little bit more information than I'm giving you here in this video. But so you got that. So right here it says 1 pack of wound closure strips and 1 skin glue. So it means if you were to like cut yourself or something like that, a little small cut or whatnot, or in there, and you want to use something like this, this would be great for that. All right. This is kind of cool. You get 2 packs of Z-Zips. Z-Zips are great. I love these things. And they're just like a suture kit for some of the folks out there that may not have a stapler, skin stapler, or, you know, it doesn't call for a skin stapler, or don't know how to use, how to sew someone up or whatnot. For certain situations, these things are great. So you get a total, there's 2 in each, so you get a 4-pack in the kit. And let's see what else is in here. Looks like you get tools and devices, sort of tools for first aid kit. Let's see what you get inside here. It looks like you get a whistle in case you need to reach someone that's out of, you know, yelling. That way you can't reach them, you can just kind of hit that whistle to draw attention to yourself. You get a pen light, which is nice to check dilation. You get a pair of tweezers, a thermometer, and 5 thermometer sheaths. I feel like there's something else in here. What do we got? We have a pair of shears. Let's kind of get a close-up look at those. they feel pretty good. I like the way they feel. They are metal construction. And like I said, they look pretty good. I'm trying to see if we can get a close-up of that. Let's see what you got up here in this part of the bag. Let's start here. And it looks like you're going to have some gauze here. And I want to see what kind of gauze they have in here. And that's going to be, you get some 2x2s, some 4x4s, some non-adherent 2x2s, and some 3x4s, some non-adherents. And then you have a 2-inch gauze roll and a 3-inch gauze roll. So basically it's a packet of a bunch of gauze. You know, if you need to pack a wound or wrap something, that's good. There's never enough gauze sometimes, depending on the situation. But that's a bunch of gauze in there. Let's move that to the side and move on to the next. And it looks like we have another gauze mod. So you get 2 of these. That's awesome. Like I said, there's never enough gauze per se, at least from my perspective. Let's see what else we got here. And looks like we have a pressure bandage, which is always great. Pressure bandages can work for a lot of different things. And they're kind of like, I don't know if you guys have ever been familiar with your Israeli pressure bandages. You've kind of seen it in a lot of the ifaks and whatnot. Let's see what fell out. So you got some more band-aids. So you get 2 band-aids, various size band-aids there. Actually, it looks like 3. So you have 3 little boo-boo things here. So for your nip scrapes. I mean, honestly, band-aids are nice to have. Just because you want, anytime you nick yourself or cut yourself, you want to put a band-aid on something because you don't want to get it exposed and get it infected, because the last thing you want is an infection in a survival situation. All right, and that's just kind of an overview of, like I said, what's in that pouch there. You can kind of see kind of everything laid out as what you get in that pouch. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up, kind of give you guys an idea. I always like to see if things fall out, but man, that opens up to a lot of stuff. And what I like about this mod, everything is very organized and accessible. But real quick, I wanted to show you, how it opens up, kind of an overview real quick on how everything looks in there, how organized it is and whatnot, and how it comes down. Very nice. And like I said, if you had to move this open like that, you can access it in a flat manner, just like that. Start pulling some of these things out. I'm going to start checking myself, because evidently there's multiples in there. So let's kind of pull that out, put that to the side. And these are 2 medication mods. And just so you know, when they say mod, these are, like I said, the things that you can buy. They're called mods. And if you notice, everything else, when I go over things, it'll say a mod, so that you can refill your let's say if you get the Recon Pro, you need to fill it. And you're missing some of the couple of the medication mods, then you have you know what to get, and you need to get a couple of these. You can buy these individually just for yourself to build your own kit and whatnot as well. So let's see what you get in these medication mods. You get 4 ibuprofen, 2 APAPs, which I'm assuming is acetaminophen, 2 aspirin, 2 diatomine for diarrhea and nausea, 2 dramamines for motion sickness, 2 diphenyls for allergy relief, 2 diamodes for antidiarrheal, and 2 cold and flu meds, fever reducers and whatnot. Hydration, that's awesome. So let me see here, you got 2 hydration packets, 2 water purification tablets as well. So not only do you get basically an electrolyte kind of per se, but you get 2 water purification tablets to go into the pouches. And basically all these are is going to be like a super wash, with what they're calling it. But if you need to wash a wound out or whatnot, I'm trying to see, can you use this for eye wash? So you can use it for if you get something in your eye, dust, debris or whatnot, you can rinse this out. With this kind of tip on there, it means you can squeeze it very hard and apply pressure to get stuff out the eyes, and also get any type of stuff out of the wound. Pull that out. Nice little roll of med tape. Can't go wrong. To me, there's never enough med tape, just like there's never enough gauze. But it's good to see some med tape in there. It's a pretty decent sized roll as well. And this looks, let me see, what do you got? Trying to see exactly what this is. I guess I could, okay, so we got triple antibiotic in here. It looks like there's a bunch of different medicines, and I can open this out without messing up the integrity of this itself, but let's kind of see what's inside this little pouch here. So this looks like, this is in case you're chafing or whatnot. That's what this is for. in case you get that chafing skin. I don't know if you guys ever been to that situation, but chafing, yeah, it's not a fun thing. Funny enough, there's a funny story about pantyhose and whatnot, but you Marines out there would probably know what I'm talking about. All right, so let's see what some of this other stuff is in here. What do we got here? Some sunscreen. That's good, especially in Florida. Like I said, these are your triple antibiotic medications. And I think, let's pull the rest of this out of this bag here. And some sunscreen, white petroleum jelly, sting relief, great again for Florida and probably some other places. An ammonia towelette for cleansing. And it looks like a bunch of triple antibiotics, some lip balm in here as well. Trying to see if I'm missing anything. What is that there? Hydrocortisone cream, that's good, anti-itch and whatnot. But yeah, that's not too bad. Oral pain relief gel, that's even better. So lots of little knickknacks in that little pouch there. We have a duplicate of what I just showed you, so that's awesome. And that's what you get when you buy the Pro. You get a lot of duplicates of the stuff in there because you're probably going to be using this for your family and having bulk items like this in there. So this is just a duplicate of what I just showed you guys. All right, so clean and prep. Topical, so you got 4 antiseptic wipes, 4 hand sanitizers, and an iodine prep pad, which is good to see. I like to see an iodine prep pad. So let's see what's in this compartment here and what you get. And this is a CPR shield. It looks like you get 2 of those, so that's always a plus. Anything when you get double of stuff, I think that's awesome. All right, so let's kind of pull some things out of the side here and see what we got in here. It looks like we have some paracord or whatnot. We got a chem light. Chem lights in case you need to see something. It's nice that it did come with a pen light as well. Looks like we got some blister mods, which, folks, your feet are the most important thing in the world, and that's where usually most people get blisters at. This is probably some sort of moleskin format, you know what I mean? Super skin blister strips, which is probably just moleskin. Anything that's going to protect your blisters, because if you've ever been a long hike or whatnot, blisters, once they present themselves, they can become very bad if you don't take care of it quickly. And it looks like we have 1, 2, and 3 space blankets. And these are pretty good size. I wonder if it tells you the size on here. Yeah, 83 by 55. That should cover most of your folks, just in case they go into shock or whatnot. All right, so then we have some Nazos. Nice to have 2 of them. And what size are these? These are 20 FRs, which are not too bad. This is, you got 2 different sizes here, which is really good. Because usually when you buy an ifak, you only get 1 size. And they can range in different sizes for people. Imagine if you're working on a child or whatnot, or someone that's very tiny or small, and then you have some giant Naso that you need to use and it won't fit. Your lube, gloves, hand wipe, and 1 IFU. So that is great to see that they actually have lube in there, because the last thing you want to do is try to shove down these ones. If you ever done any training and had these done to you, it's not fun. These look like, and we figured that was going to happen. It was going to fall down eventually. Cold packs, instant cold packs. Very nice. You get 2 of those. And this can come in handy for several different things as well. But yeah, you want to reduce swelling or whatnot. And then so you have 2 chest wall seals, 4-channel vented chest wall seals, and I was just about saying, yeah, so they're both 4-channel vented chest wall seals. You guys have probably seen, I've done reviews in the past of other individual first aid kits that have chest wall seals. I've never used this format before, so I'm going to do some research on that. But you can kind of see there if you have an entry wound, and of course then if you have an exit wound, that's how you would use chest wall seals. Burn mods, nice. Just curious what the content there. So you got 1 4x4 burn relief dressing and 4 burn relief gels. If you're camping or hiking and you got a campfire, you grab a hot, a hot mug or something like that. Let's say something along this nature, and you burn yourself or something. You can use, and yeah, I know it's weird me having that just readily accessible, right? But if you happen to burn yourself on something like that, or let's say even something like just anything that you can think of that you might burn your hand, having the gel or whatnot would be good, which is this part right here, the burn relief gels, to relieve that and to kind of protect you. Now this is if you get like some sort of a really bad burn and you want to use that dressing on there, and you get 2 of them. Anyways, 1 self-adhesive bandage roll, You get a triangular bandage for your, you know, for your arm or whatnot. One elastic bandage and one flat splint. And it feels like, yeah, it's going to be one of those the foam splints that you would use. So at least to stabilize whatever that you possibly have sprained or broken. And it's a pretty decent size, 4x6 by 30. That kind of gives you an idea of everything that was in that top part of that bigger pouch, not the two small pouches, but the bigger pouch up on this side that was in there. And so real quick, I'm not going to take everything out of this. It has a lot of what we've already went over, but I wanted to show you at least how this ifak, this large ifak Pro is set up. They have a regular large and a small large. They have their branding on there, which is nice. I like they do a very organized, clean job of their products. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys an insight of what it looks like on the inside if you were to, you know, get something like this. It opens up like this. I wanted to show you how well it's organized. So let's say you don't want to carry some huge backpack, but you want to have a lot of what that backpack has. This is almost like the backpack where it's just more of a, you know, format like this. But if you look at that, to me, that's pretty cool. You can see here real fast, you can just see a lot of everything is very organized to reach all the different mods and whatnot on there. And the same with this side, chem lights and stuff like that. I think that's really nice. Flip that over, and everything is just very neatly organized on the system. And like I said, it's pretty much almost, I think it's either the same or just a couple of different things that are missing from that. I would suggest going on our website and taking a look, but like I said, it has pretty much everything that I went over on the Recon in this pack too. Right, so like I said, sorry about the long video, but there's a lot of stuff to go over and stuff like that. So when it comes to medical preparedness, I don't think there should be a specific time limit on the information that's provided. Hopefully you kind of got to see what was inside the Recon Pro, and I kind of showed you real quick just how this looks and how it's packed. If you guys would like to see a video on this as well, please put that down in the comments. I'm really looking to hear your feedback as always. What do you think about kits like this? Did you check out their website? Did you find something that might work for you? What do you think about their price point? What do you think about what you get for your price point? Love to hear a lot of feedback from you folks in the emergency preparedness community. Other than that, hopefully you found some value in this, and hopefully, like I said, if someone decides to look into this, I'll put all the links provided below. If I have a discount code, I'll put it down there as well. Sometimes the companies will offer you that when you're helping promote their products and whatnot. Other than that, if you, like I said, if you got any value out of that, hit that thumbs up button. If you absolutely hated it and thought it was the longest video and a waste of time of your life, hit that thumbs down button. Man, I can't even speak after all this. And if you're new here and you enjoyed the content and you're looking for more, please subscribe and check out the rest of the channel. We always have a good time. There's a lot of great information from not only myself, but community members that leave comments and interact with one another. Other than that, this is GreyMan. I'm out. I'll see you guys in the rebound. And remember, folks, you are not alone. God bless.